last December.
Hello YouTube, it's Damien, it's Leeds United, it's episode 12 of what was the Bottom of Xmas Challenge. It's now nothing that I have a name for. We are here on deadline day, and for most people that watch most of my saves, notoriously, I'm not much of a deadline day wheeler and dealer. However, we have a little bit of a special little look into deadline day. We had about 12 million to spend. I went and having a look here. We're live on stream, links down below. And of course, if you're liking the content, go give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And obviously, we're here on deadline day, and Helder Costa's had some interest. And we finally got $15 million bids for him. And I can't quite believe for a guy that, look, he does do a job. He's not the worst. He's got 2 and 3. He does okay in the cup competitions. He's not really rated by the people. I could not believe that we're getting 15 mil. That means I had to spring into action, and I probably, even without Helder Costa going, was going to make this signing anyway on deadline day. Adam Lookman, Adam's better, is someone that I had in and around my radar. I was still waiting for a scout report to come in on on Lookman. And just knew that he's someone that's been at Fulham, somebody that's come from Leipzig to big money, someone that's fairly determined and pretty quick. He can do me a job and probably be better than what Helder Costa is. In the end, transfer listed for 8 million. Would you have made this signing on deadline day? We're paying him 41k, which is slightly more than what Helder Costa's on, I'm pretty sure. But he's only wanted to be a squad player. Good determination, good speed, can play on the left-hand side. But more importantly for me, someone that can play up top and provide a little bit more depth. For those that don't know, we will recap it. We've had Rodrigo out injured for the last few weeks, and that has not really mattered to our fixtures. The last time we met, it was obviously the Everton disappointment, where we threw away a winning lead in the Cabaret Cup quarter-final here. We were 2-1 up and missed some big chances. We then beat Palace 7-1, lost to Brighton 1-0 in a game we also got FM'd in. And we actually struggled against Oxford, but we did get through that third round, as you can see there. But Sam Greenwood started going massive. Sam Greenwood started absolutely banging him in because we lost Rodrigo, and then Greenwood went in and scored. You can see he scored 2 there against Palace in a 2-0 win. We eventually got past Blackburn after being 1-0 down as well. We actually, in the next round, got Sheffield, who I will show you next episode. I do think Sheffield, and I don't know what we're going to do. But as you can see here, we lost Arsenal 1-0 at home. We did beat them 4-0 away from home, and Watford we beat 3-1. We've had Rodrigo injured, and I was kind of on my mind that we had Sam Greenwood. And great, yes, he was in good form that day. If he doesn't do the job, though, there, for me, how else do I go about... how else would I go about playing someone else up top? I couldn't. So we needed to bring in a striker and also wanted to bring in a winger, preferably on the left-hand side for Helder Costa. And in the end, Lookman was transfer listed. I'm really happy with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick with deadline day here as we're looking to get Helder Costa out here, YouTube. And we do have a couple more offers. Costa requires payoff to complete Zenit deal. Following Zenit's bid for Helder, Brendan Shaw is after 240 payment for his client as compensation due to the loss of earnings. Sure, why not? You can have 240k, I don't really care. We have an offer here for Pascal. Pascal, for me, is too good to let go. He's a 22-year-old with a little bit of potential, and he's been playing decently well. I just think at this time, that's not what we want to do. And obviously Mateus there. And I was also looking at Harriet, who I am now scouting, but he was transfer listed on deadline day. I wasn't really scouting him. A lot of people will know who that is, as the dogs are barking. I do not know why they are. Here we go. So we're just going to see until... Wow. Mara's moved for 9 mil. Maybe we were looking not too far away from home. Yeah, big woof, isn't that right, Tom? Big woof woof in the chat. Anyhow, YouTube, let's have a look. I want Helder Costa to really go. I'm going to reject this as well. I'm not selling a centre-back here on deadline day. This is why I don't like doing business on deadline day, and something that I will say to everybody here in chat and on YouTube. Have your business plan beforehand, because say if I sold Pascal now and I need to buy a centre-back, I have bugger all time to do it. Unless you have a plan in action, which I kind of knew that Adam Lookman would be interested in coming to Leeds. He's the type of player that would. I would be happy. Wow. Offers coming in big time there for Pascal. 7, 7, and 5. I'm going to reject all of them. A little bit of transfer drama coming in. Pascal's got interest from a lot of clubs, especially in Germany. Anyone else got a little bit of interest here? You know, we've got Stuart Dallas that had some interest. He was interested by Burnley, not happening now. Maybe we should offer him out. Feel like that's something I will do at the end of this season. He does provide good depth, you know, in a lot of areas of Stuart. We got Chelsea coming up, and depending on how long this episode goes for, I will also play maybe Southampton in this game as well. And then give you next episode, which will be the Sheffield. Hopefully we just go beat Sheffield, who are in the Championship, former Premier League side last year. It'll be interesting to see how they're going. We actually have a thing for Lookman as well. We'll get this out of the way really quickly. I needed someone on the attacking midfield left. His versatility was something that I really want. Lookman actually didn't like the press conference. Don't understand why. I kind of banged him up. Keep rejecting that one there. 6 mil. Like, I'm not going to sell. A lot of clubs coming in though for Pascal. Kind of means for me that we are kindly at that level. In the end, we are rejecting all of them. We'll see what we do here, YouTube. We also made one other transfer signing as well. And we'll let you know what that one there was in just a second as well. Zito. Very good young winger, Zito. Be interesting to see if he does go for 5.75 mil. Because if he does, I will kick myself. 40 was going to cost a lot more. Alright, is Helder Costa on the way out? Has Helder Costa still got that bid? Alright, Helder Costa probably is on the way out. I think the Russian window doesn't close just yet. Let's see how we go. Still taking its time. Come on, Helder Costa. We're here because Helder Costa needs to be. You might have just seen the name of the guy that we did sign in the window as well. And he got a work permit. Let's just show you him now. Sergio Gomez, where are you, mate? Signed him. Transfer listed by Dortmund for a mil. He's come in and he's looked good. He's already got an assist, but he's also played in the cup games. This is the sort of guy that if he develops, he is really good. You just need to get him working physically, and then he'll be a really good player. And someone that I think will help us propel us to hopefully Europe. A bit more depth, you know. We've got a bit more quality now in the team, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. This Helder Costa thing, taking a little bit of time. Like, there would be good money back into the club. You know, we get 100% of the transfer revenue. Yeah, great. I don't mind that. Sensational. But I would rather it go into the balance of the club right now of only having a mil in the club. And we need to make a turnover to get Leeds kind of in a position to fight for European honours again next year. Team selection, we're not going to do that. Alright, it's not come up. Helder Costa's name has not come up. By the way, Lee Greenwood, one young player, as you can see, scored 4 and 4. Absolutely unbelievable. And yet again, I have missed out on the head coach award. What I'm going to do here, YouTube, is I'm going to quickly cut back to the Chelsea game. I expected Helder Costa to go. That's why we started the episode. But as you can see, there we signed Sergio Gomez, and we also signed Mr. Adam Lookman here on deadline day. Welcome back, YouTube. We are now here for our game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I will admit, it's a game that I've brought you, I reckon even in a handful of episodes, I've brought you a Chelsea game at least once and recapped another one. Just this one's so important. It kind of highlights where we are this season. You know, we win this game here at Stamford Bridge. We are within touching distance of 5th. By the way, I'm having a shocking video in terms of talking. I don't know why. But also lose this game, we could also be out of a European spot. Saying that though, we have got quite a little bit of a gap to Brighton, and really our goal difference is really that good as well. We are in a not a bad spot to make European football this season. I think that's the big thing of this video, is that European football is on. It is on this year, and it's up to ourselves to go out there and do it. I also still want to go on a cup run. I'm still very livid that Everton did knock me off in a game that we were a bit FM'd in, it has to be said. And now, in terms of the team, Mesli's in goal, Aileen Koch, Pascal, who we rejected some bids for on deadline day, Eliza, Tonali and Phillips are there together with Harry Wilson, Rafinha, Rodrigo and Morales. Lookman is going to be on the bench and hopefully make his debut here today. And we'll just see how Mr. Lookman goes. You know, we're going to give him the number... I think that 11's got to be for a player of quality. So we'll give him the number 27. And there we go. The locker room agrees with the team selection. I do too. No, that's nice to see. Lookman obviously isn't new to the system. Apparently Sam Greenwood lacks tactical familiarity. Something tells me you don't, mate. It's called 4 and 4. But sure, FM, sure. Anyhow, we're going to continue on here. And their lineup is Kepa. It's the first time I actually played against Kepa. Usually it has been Mendy there. As blue credit Tomori, Diego Carlos, Tagliafico, Kante, Kovacic, Oyarzabal, Kai Havertz is starting, Mason Mount, and Tammy Abraham, who did score against us last time, if you do remember as well. Into the dressing room we go. Going to tell the boys they've had a lot of credit and they deserve it, and go prove everybody right. Going to go and press. We're also going to go press these wider areas as well. And we're going to hopefully put in a very good display here against Chelsea. We'll get rid of that. It's us in the blue. It's us in the blue. It's us in the white. Chelsea in the blue here at Stamford Bridge. Score prediction in the chat, boys. The form we've been in, it'll be interesting. But in saying that, an early goal could make things a little bit challenging if Chelsea were to score early. Anyway, early highlight, Koch now, Meslier does go long looking for Rodrigo. Won't find him there, and Kai Havertz on it. And that's found Mason Mount. Meslier needs to make the save, and he doesn't. And rightio. We're in great form. We conceded inside 2 minutes. Good stuff. Great stuff, FM. 1-0 down. And it's poor for Meslier, though. Where's he going? Highlight from kickoff. Hopefully this is for us. That is not going to be for us. This isn't going to be a Yarzabal beating... Okay, game over. I don't know why, but we're going to be 2-0 down. Kante beats 1. Still going Kante. Kovacic has options. Tagliafico. No one going close to Chelsea at the moment. We have not started well. Luke Ayling, though, gets on the ball. Goes down the line. He's actually got space, and he looks for Morales and finds him. Still going is Morales. Still going. Down he goes. It looks like a pen. Referee's going to go have a look. I think that's nailed on, boys. This will be a very interesting start to the game. A goal for Chelsea and then a penalty for us. It is a pen. Well, Harry Wilson, you've missed one already this year. But he has scored a couple more. Can he beat Kepa? Oh, of course he can. Just like that, 4 minutes in, it is 1-1. We're going to take that. We peg him back immediately, as the game says too. I do agree. Straight away. I'm happy. That makes me feel a little bit better. Harry Wilson scores. That's nice. It's nice to see him slot one. It's up to us to play a little bit better. It's up to us to get going. 70 minutes played. It is going to be a Chelsea highlight. Aspi. Kovacic. Still going. Hits from distance straight into Meslier. Hopefully that is the highlight. It is. Wow, nice. In 23 minutes played, our assistant wants us... Meslier makes a pretty good save to his left-hand side. Our assistant wants us to make some changes. I will not make those changes. Brighton are 1-0 up here against Newcastle. Ball in, cleared away by Koch, does well. Hopefully that's the episode. Get out, boys. Get out. Get eye. Sit. Harry Wilson, that is cynical. Didn't need to do it there, Harry. Somehow escaped without a booking and just a talking to. That is ludicrous. In the end, 1-1. Not been our best. Nor of Chelsea. No one really getting the upper hand in this game. As Aspi's ball in looks for Tammy. And it's just another cross and another goal for Tammy against us. He scored 22 this year. It has to be fair. Tammy Abraham on FM really puts him in. Good ball in too. We should do a little bit better. We don't though. Just like that. 2-1. And another highlight. Mason Mount. Ball in. K heads wide. And we're going to continue on. Dressing room. Going to thrash my arms. I'm far from pleased, boys. I'm not going to lie. You know, against Arsenal, we were clinical. We created. We pressed them. Here against Chelsea, we're struggling. Mason Mount now. Kai Havertz. Don't let them score from kickoff, boys. Asby. Rafinha should be there. Somehow doesn't get a tackle that's even close. That's a ball and a half there, Yazabal. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. I think that's all she's going to write too. I haven't seen enough from us to get back into this game. Rafinha's going to come in there for... Lookman's going to come in for Rafinha. And Tonali is going to make way for Sergio Gomez. Two of the new signings are going to come in and see if they can make an immediate impact. You'll go slightly more direct then. At the moment, we are struggling to create. But it's a highlight. It's a good throw. Well, no, it's not. I take that back. Harry Wilson should have won it too. And somehow, it has found its way to Mason Mount and never should have. Still going as Mason. His ball in. Meslier spills it. They're changing their team around quite a lot. Sam Greenwood's going to come in. He's been a man on form. I'm actually going to get Rodrigo. Sam Greenwood, do that, and then do that. See if that works as well. Get Rodrigo into the complete forward role. A highlight straight away. Good ball in. Koch flicks. Pascal should score. 6 yards out. Heads it. Kepa goes long. That's poor. Calvin doesn't even bother. Doesn't even bother going with it. Could have just ran it into the goals. Or into the box and had a better chance. Instead, gives Chelsea a second bite at the cherry to play out, and Otavio's on it. Good ball out there to Kante. He seems to be playing a wider role, which makes no sense. Ball back in line into Mason Mount. Otavio, blocked. Harry Wilson now. Good ball. Sam Greenwood's been in goal-scoring form, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, I know we haven't been great, but we've had chances, and we really have not scored. Really have not scored, and we've been pretty bad. We've been okay. Really should at least have two, and fighting for a third right now, but we don't. And Sam Greenwood really should have scored. Wow, that's just straight into Otavio's path, and somehow Otavio does not even finish. 90 minutes played. Just yet again, we are pushing for Europe. I do believe in that. We're just not good enough to consistently beat these top 4 or 5 clubs. You know, and really make an impact into Europe. Sam Greenwood might give us a consolation goal here. Good run from him. In the end, Kepa makes a pretty decent save. But in saying that, if you were consistent like that, you wouldn't be fighting just for Europe. You'd be fighting for Champions League and titles and that. But we have a one performance where we smack Arsenal 4-0, then we lose to Arsenal 1-0 in a close game, and we come here to Stamford Bridge and we have the similar sort of chance that we had against Arsenal, and today they haven't gone in. We're just not as consistent at finishing as we normally, well, as I would like to expect from a team that I set up. In the end, I would imagine there's going to be highlight over and game over it is. And there we are. It's a 3-1 defeat. Luke Ayling having an absolute shocker. And I'm going to tell him I was far from pleased. Like, we weren't particularly great. And that is that. I'm not going to say that. Made the finger. We were really poor today. It was true. We were really, really, really poor today. But at the end of the day, we haven't lost too much ground. We currently sit 6th. 2 points clear of Spurs. 2 points clear of Leicester. So we don't have a game in hand. And we're also quite a few points behind Arsenal and Chelsea as well. We're 8 points behind Arsenal to jump into 5th. Look, there's a few things to play for still this season. Still got the FA Cup and all that. And I'll be back next episode. Look, I've shown you Spurs and I've shown you Chelsea so much. that it just feels like every one of these cup ties falls between the Spurs and Chelsea game. It really does annoy me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I'll come back probably for the Sheffield game and then see what else we're going to do as well. But yeah, from Dame and everybody else here, that's going to be the end of this episode. I'll see you then. Thank you and goodbye.